Hello friends, welcome to Crack CSE, and in this particular series of computer organization, today we'll be discussing some important questions on unsigned format and signed format. So in the previous some videos we have discussed the introduction of computer organization, different data formats, what is unsigned data format and what is signed data format. So all these videos are very helpful to solve these kind of questions. So if you have not checked these videos, please check them out and then you can come on this particular video. And also if you have not subscribed the channel till now, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so that you can get an update whenever I am uploading any new video. Now quickly start with this first question. So the first question says that consider the following binary code processed on a additional hardware, or you can say that the addition hardware. So two codes are given and we have to process these two codes on an addition hardware. That means we have to perform the addition among these two, and these are the three sub questions that we have to answer. First one is, what is the status of carry and overflow flag? So let's quickly add these two binary codes so that we can have an idea what is the status of carry and overflow flag, right? So the codes are 101101111, and the second one is 101010001. So if we add these two, this 1 and 1 will be 2, that means 0 will be here, 1 will be carry. Similarly 1 and 1 is 0, 1 here, again 1 and 1 is 0, 1 here. Similarly 1 and 1 is 0, 1 here once again, 1 and 1 is 0, 1 here. Now there are 3 ones, that means the sum is 3. 3 means 1 is here and 1 carry. So this 1 0 0 is 1 and this 1 1 is 0 and there is 1 carry. So here I'm not having any carry and here this is a carry. So can I say that the carry is equals to 1? Yes, we can say that because there is 1 bit out of MSB. So if there is an out carry, we can say that carry is 1, right? Now we have to check for the overflow flag. So for the overflow flag, there was a basic condition that I already explained to you in previous videos, that there are two things we have to observe. One is out carry and another one is in carry. So if out carry is 1 and in carry is 0, right, then this is considered as negative overflow, right? And if out carry is 0 and in carry is 1, it is considered as positive overflow. So here you can see that there is no in carry. In carry is 0, that means there is no in carry on the MSB bits. So in carry is 0 but out carry is 1. So here the first case follows. So we can say that it is a negative overflow. And how we can find out what the conditions for the negative overflow? I already explained you that if the output is in the form XYZ bar, then we say that it is a negative overflow, right? And if this is X bar, Y bar, Z, then this is positive overflow. So here you can see that we are getting a negative overflow because the out carry is 1 and in carry is 0. So the equation will be XYZ bar. So what is the status of overflow flag? It is 1. What is the condition? XYZ bar, right? So this Z is this 0. So this is 0, that's why it is Z bar. X and Y are 1, so that's why it is X and Y, no bar on it. So we answered the first part. So it is status of carry and overflow is 1 and 1. Now let's quickly move on to the second part. What is the result in decimal if the data is in unsigned format? So they are asking the decimal value if the data is in unsigned format. So I already explained you that how you can find out the decimal value. So I am just writing it down that we are going on to the B part and this one was A part, right? So in B part, I already explained you in previous videos that we have to check the PSW register. This is program status word, and in program status word we are having two things. One is accumulator and another one is flag register. In accumulator, the result of the addition will be stored. So this is 0 1 1 0 0 0 0 and 0. And in flag register will be having flag for carry, which will be set, and for overflow, which will be set, and here I'm just writing it down for the reference so that we can know that it is a negative overflow. Now we have to find for the unsigned. If we are talking about the unsigned data, this overflow does not comes in role, because we first of all we move on to this accumulator and we write down the accumulator like this. Then we go to the carry flag. If the carry flag is 1, right? So if the carry flag is 1, that means the value has been exceeded or the value is out of range. So we'll be simply putting this value at the MSB position. Now we'll be converting this into the decimal value, and when you convert this into the decimal value, this will be 0th place, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. So this 8 will be 256 plus 64 plus 32. So this will be equals to 352, right? And for 8-bit data, here we are having 8-bit data. So what will be the range for 8-bit unsigned data? 8-bit unsigned data, the range will be 0 to 256, right? So here you can see that this 352 is out of range, therefore the carry is set over here, right? So what is the value in decimal? Value in decimal is 352, right? So this is the answer of the B part. Now quickly move on to the C part. What is the result in decimal if the data is in signed format? Now they are saying that the data is in signed format and we have to find the decimal value according to that. So again we are moving on to PSW register. Again we are having accumulator and flag registers. Here we are having values as 0 1 1 0 0 0 0 0, and here carry is equals to 1 and overflow is equals to 1. So we are having XYZ bar, that means a negative overflow. Now if you are talking about the signed data, you have to keep one thing in your mind. You have to check this whether this overflow is negative overflow or positive overflow. This will definitely help you out. How? Let's see. So first of all we will be moving on to the accumulator. We will be taking this particular accumulator value, which is 0 1 1 0 0 0 0 and 0, right? Now we'll be checking the overflow flag. So overflow flag is set, right? So once we check that overflow flag is set, then we have to find out whether that overflow is a negative overflow or a positive overflow. So here by observing this, we can get an idea that this is a negative overflow. And if this is a negative overflow, what we have to do? We have to place this overflow bit on the MSB place. If the overflow flag is 0, then there is no need to add, because if you add 0 on the MSB place, there will be no difference in the accumulator result. But if it is set and it is a negative overflow, then you have to place it 1. If it is a positive overflow, then also there is no need to add this 1 over here. So there is only one case when you have to place this overflow flag here, is in the negative overflow. Now if we have to convert this particular value, how we can convert it? See, to convert this particular value, we have to convert it into the 2's complement, right? So this is the negative overflow. We got an idea that this is a negative overflow, and if it is a negative overflow because of this value 1, we got to know that we have to convert this particular value into the 2's complement. How we can do that? Convert this, that means change each bit or complement each of the bit. So it will be 0 1 0 0 1 1 1 1 1, right? So all these 5 ones are here, 2 ones are converted to 2 zeros, this 0 converted to 1, this one converted to 0. So this is what? This is 1's complement. And if we add 1 to this particular value, we'll be getting the 2's complement, right? So what will the 2's complement value? This will be 0, this will be 0, this will be 0 0 0 1 0 1 0, right? And if you convert this into the decimal, this will be 160. Because of the negative overflow, I can say that the value is not 160, value is minus 160 or negative 160. So this value is negative 160. But if you are having 8-bit data, what will be the range for the unsigned data? So let me write down the range for 8-bit data in case of signed. So in signed, we know that the value lies from 2's to the power n minus 1 to 2's to the power n minus 1 minus 1. So minus 2's to the power n minus 1 to 2's to the power n minus 1 minus 1. So if you place n as 8, it will be 2 to the power n minus 1, that is 8 minus 1 is 7. So 2 to the power 7 is 128, that is of negative sign, and 2, and this will be what, 2 to the power 7 minus 1, that means 127. So the range lies from minus 128 to 127, and you can see that this particular value minus 1663 is out of range in the negative side. That's why we are saying that there is a negative overflow. So I hope you got an idea how we have solved this particular question. So this is very important question. In the next video I am having a set of 2 questions, so I will be discussing those questions as well. So thank you very much for your time, and in case if you want to connect with me on social links, so the social links are given in the description, you can check them out, and there are several playlists which are available on my channel, so link for those playlists are also given in the description. Thank you very much for your time. Keep supporting, keep learning. Have a great day.